Hello students. Yesterday we have studied why Morgan selected Drosophila for his experiment, and I told you that all the monohybrid crosses what he got were like Mendelian ratio. So dihybrid, when he performed, the ratio deviated from the Mendel's normal ratio. Now let us see the dihybrid cross of Morgan. So he took brown bodied red eyed males which were wild type and they are dominant, and yellow bodied white eyed females which are mutant type and they are recessive. So we drew the chromosomes and on them we have indicated the genes, and same is done in the book also, in the NCERT book. So this is the male female where mutant genes we have indicated the yellow body by Y and white eye by W. So first Morgan selected homozygous parent. So it is homozygous for both the genes. Now the males are the wild type, brown body Y plus and red eyes W plus, and the eye and body color controlling genes are present on the X chromosome. So on the X chromosome itself we wrote the genes. Now in the F1 generation he got all females as wild type, that is they have got brown body, red eye. However, the females, they were having brown body with red eyes as the dominant genes are there. Fine. And all the males, we have to cross this compulsory. So all the males were having yellow body and white eye. Fine. And you know that the all females will receive one X chromosome from the mother and one X chromosome from the father. Fine. So here we wrote the wild type chromosome first and then we wrote the mutant type, and all the males will receive their X chromosome from the mother and Y chromosome from the father. So here as the mutant genes, that is recessive genes, are present, all the females will express yellow body and white eye color. Fine. So in F1 generation what type he got? All the females were of wild variety and all the males were of mutant variety. What is the third Mendel step? Selfing of F1 progenies to get the F2. So next he did the selfing. I did not write here selfing, let me write here F1 into F1 to get the F2 generation. So let me write the F2. So you have to, till now this one is not asked in the annual exam, but then also you have to know how to take this out. Now let me write F2 generation. How do you get F1 into F1? So these two we have to cross. Fine. So directly also we can write. Let me write here. So as usually have to draw the X chromosome, centromere we have to draw, and here the X chromosome and Y chromosome, and here for the X centromere and genes we have indicated with the different choppies. Y plus gene, W plus gene, Y and W. So one more gamete I have to draw. So let me draw now the gametes. Centromere and the gene. First, I told you that the gametes are haploid. So here also let me draw the gametes. Centromere. Fine. Let me draw genes also. They are nearer to each other. Okay, let it be. Now, see, we have to write the gametes. Gametes are haploid and each gamete will receive one chromosome, that is one gene, because the factors or chromosomes will get separated. So here Y plus W plus and then YW. I told you that during gamete formation meiosis will take place. During gamete formation meiosis will take place, and during meiosis formation the recombination of genes will occur, that is crossing over will take place and the genes will get separated. Genes will get separated, that is Y plus W plus YW. So they will get separated. So 50% of them will receive Y dominant and 50% of them will receive W dominant. So it is easy way to write the gametes. In NCERT the gametes are not written, that is why usually we will get confused. So I wrote here gamete. 25% of the gametes were having Y plus W plus and other 25 gametes were having Y and W, that is yellow body color and white eyes, brown body color, red eyes, and another 25% were having brown body with white eye and other 25% were having yellow body with red eye. So like this 25% each variety we will get in the F2 gametes. Fine, I mean F1 gametes. Now here 50% of the gametes were having the X chromosome and another 50% of gametes were having the Y chromosome. Hope it is clear. How do you got the recombinant varieties? Through the crossing over. It is the crossing over. Crossing over. And now I told you how many gametes are there. Those many rows and those many columns you have to draw. So here I drew two, that is male gametes I have taken on the upper line. That is the male 50% of the gametes were having yellow body, white eye, and here I wrote the Y chromosome, and here all X gametes I wrote. That side male gametes, this side female gametes we wrote. And now you know how to cross this and how to write the progeny. So these chromosomes you have to combine with this one and always write the dominant one first. If they are homozygous, let it be. Here I wrote the X chromosome with Y plus W plus and X from the male. So here what kind of character this progeny will express? It will express brown body with red eye. Brown with red eye because of the presence of the wild gene. Likewise the males, they receive their X chromosome from the mother and Y from the father. So here the genes which are present on the X chromosomes are wild type. So what kind of character does it express? It also express brown body with red eyes. Fine. Now second we will see, here X chromosome from the mother is having the recessive genes and even the father, that is males, is also having the recessive. So both the genes on the X chromosome are of mutant type, or you can say recessive type, Y and W. So what kind of character does it express? It will express yellow body and white eye. And here also recessive genes, that is mutant genes are there. So this also will express yellow body color with a white eye. Fine. And now next we will see. So here the body color controlling gene is wild. Eye color controlling gene is mutant. Fine. Thus here the dominant gene or the wild variety will express its character. So in this progeny, the progenies will show the brown body, and W is there, it is not wild, it is the mutant type. So what kind of eye color does it get? It will get white eye color. Likewise the males, they receive X chromosome from the female. So here Y plus is wild and W is mutant. So what kind of character does it express? The body color will be brown as the wild gene is there, and eye color is white. And now here Y is mutant, that is yellow body color is there. Eye color gene, the gene which will control eye color is wild variety. So here this progeny will receive X chromosome from the mother and Y chromosome from the father. What kind of character it is having now? Yellow body color and red eyes. Same here, Y is mutant, that is the body color gene is mutant one, and eye color controlling gene is wild. Thus yellow body, red eyes, the eye color will be red. Fine. So when you analyze the phenotype of F2 progenies, what are all these? These are all F2 generation. So they are F2 generation. Fine. So in the F2 generation, Morgan got the parental varieties as well as the new recombinant variety, that is non-parental variety. But he did not get the same ratio for the dihybrid as Mendel got. What was the Mendel's phenotypic ratio? It was 9:3:3:1. But Morgan did not get it. He got the parental varieties more. That is 98.7%. All these are parental variety. You can see brown red is there in the parental type, and yellow white is also there in the parental type. So all, that is 98.7% he got the parental variety. All these were the parental variety. What is the percentage of parental variety? 97.8. Fine. And the recombinant variety, non-parental variety, he got very few. That is non-parental variety, he got 1.3%. So here he got non-parental variety 1.3%. So it shows the deviation from the normal Mendel's ratio. So here what we can understand by this, that is the genes which will control the body color and eye color did not separated independently of each other as it did in the Mendel's experiment. Fine. It is because the genes are present very close together. So the chances of separation of these genes during meiosis is very, very less. So here the linked genes are present closer together. So the chances of separation during the meiosis formation, or you can say during the crossing over, is less. That is why we will get very less non-parental varieties, or you can say recombinant variety. So this is the first cross which Morgan did, and let us do the second cross now. Now let us see the second cross, second type where Morgan took miniature and normal wings. So he took males as the wild type, that is red-eyed normal wings, or you can say large winged males, and red eye as usual indicated by W plus and normal wings M plus. White eyed and miniature wings females, that is mutant type. So white eye is indicated by W and miniature wings were indicated by M. So here all the females were mutant type. All the females were mutant. They were of mutant type, and all the males were wild type. They were wild type. And you know that they are of pure line breed. So all the females were having white eye with miniature wings. So these two character controlling genes are present on the X chromosome. Likewise, all the males were having red eyes, normal wings, that is W plus M plus. So these are the males. So it is the first step, and then he hybridized. So he crossed among these two. So in the F1 generation, so Morgan got all wild type females. What are they? Wild females, because the W plus and M plus were dominant. Wild wings dominant. So they were having red eye with normal wings. Red eye with normal wings in F1 generation. And all the males were of mutant variety, that is white eye, miniature wings. Miniature wings. So these are the F1 generation, and to get the F2, he selfed the F1 progenies among themselves. So it is a wild heterozygous female and mutant males when he crossed these two. So as usual, I wrote gametes here just to avoid the confusion, and here 25% all the varieties he got, that is 50% parental varieties he got, that is the 25% of gametes were wild type which possess W plus M plus, that is red eye with a normal wings, and 25% were having the white eye with a miniature wings, WM. And you know that during the meiosis, crossing over will take place, and during crossing over the recombination of genes will take place, and this diagrammatically I have indicated in a rough column. So here the genes got recombined. So 25% of gametes were having W plus and M, that is red eye controlling gene and miniature winged genes, and other 25 were having white eye with normal wings. Fine. So these are the female gametes, ova, and male gametes 50% were having X chromosome which were having the mutant gene, that is Y, the white eyed miniature wings, and Y chromosome is there. So this we wrote by using the Punnett square. How many gametes are there? Those many rows and columns as usual I drew. So here we wrote on the top, we wrote the male gametes, and side we wrote the female gamete. So you know, crossing over, how to cross, how to combine the gametes and get the progenies already you have learnt. Now let me see here. First we wrote the dominant gene. As usual, you know that all the males will get one X chromosome from the mother and Y chromosome from the father, and all the females will get one X chromosome from the mother and one X chromosome from the father. So likewise we have to go on writing. So here we wrote the progenies. So when you take this progeny, as the wild type genes are there, what kind of phenotype, what kind of character does it express? It will express the wild type because of law of dominance, because it is dominant. Fine. Wild type is natural one and is dominant. we will find more natural type characters in the Drosophila. So what kind of character does it express? It will express red eye with normal wings. Red eye with normal wings, female. And here this male also expresses the same character. Red eye with normal wings. Fine. And next female, let us see. X from the father, X from the mother. And genes which were present are WM. What kind of character does it express? It will express white eye, miniature wings. So white eye with miniature wings. Miniature, let me write miniature wings. And this also will express white eye with miniature wings. Fine. Now next type of progeny is X chromosome from the father, X chromosome from the mother. As here W is dominant, W plus gene is there. So the eye controlling gene is dominant, thus it will express red eye color, and M is recessive, that is the mutant type is there. So the wings are miniature, or you can write vestigial wings also you can say. And males, in the male also red eye with the miniature wings. Miniature wings. Fine. And next here X from the mother is having WM plus. From the father WM. So eye color is mutant gene. The eye color controlling gene is mutant. So it will express white eye color. It will express white eye color, and the wing size controlling gene is wild also is there. Fine. It is heterozygous in condition. Thus the wild type is dominant. So wild character will get expressed. What is the wild type? Normal wings. And here in the male also is the same case, that is white eye with the normal wings. Now hope you know how to take the gametes, how to write the F2 generation, and how to write the phenotypic character. Hope it is clear. Fine. And now let us see the parental and new variety progenies. So these four, when you see, they exhibit the parental characters, that is red eye with a normal wings, white eye with a miniature wings which are there in the parent. Fine. These characters are there in the parent. The next character, that is red eye with a miniature wings. One wild, one mutant character. One wild, one mutant character these progenies have. Red eye with a miniature wings, white eye with a normal wings, which are not there in the parent. They are not parental varieties, that is they are non-parental varieties. Here also Morgan did not get Mendelian ratio. Mendelian normal ratio, that is 9:3:3:1, he did not get. These also show the deviation. What percentage he got parental variety? Parental variety he got 62.8% among the 100, and rest, that is 37.2, he got the non-parental varieties. That is parental varieties he got 62.8, and the recombinant varieties he got 37.2%. So here compared to the cross 1, that is the previous experiment where he took the body color and the eye color, there the percentage was less. Here the recombinant varieties were more, that is there he got 1.3 and he got here 37.2. Fine. So this result is because that the genes which will control these two character, that is wing size and the eye color, they are located far away from each other, far apart from each other on the X chromosome. So the chances of separation of these genes during the crossing over is more. Because they are located far apart from each other, the chromosomal crossing over, that is chiasmata formation, will take place between these two genes. So the chances of separation of these two genes are more. Hence, the appearance of non-parental characters in the progenies are more. So Morgan got more parental varieties here. So what do we conclude? If the genes are present far away, far apart from each other, then the percentage of appearance of non-parental type is more, which will play an important role in the evolution. Fine. So it will show the incomplete linkage, and the previous one will show the complete linkage. Let us just conclude the Morgan's experiment, right? Now, you know that Morgan performed the dihybrid cross in Drosophila. For monohybrid, he got the same result as the Mendel got, no problem. But in the dihybrid, he got a different result. Let us see his conclusion. Like cross 1, what he did, brown body with a red brown body and red eyed males, he crossed with the yellow body and white eyed females. What were the result? He got parental type 98.7 and non-parental or you can say the recombinant. You can say recombinant type. 1.3% he got. Fine. It is the first case, first cross. And in the second cross, what other two character he took? Red eyes with normal wings, male, and white eyes with miniature winged females. Wild and mutant he took. What result he got? He got parental type 62.8% and non-parental type 37.2. Non-parental, you can write even the recombinant type. So here, when you see the results of these two crosses, fine, they did not follow Mendelian principles, and two questions arise. That is, how the genes got separated. And why there is a variation in the frequency of the separation of genes. So these two questions arose by these two experiments. Morgan was able to answer these two questions. What are they? How do genes get separated or recombined? So during Morgan's time, the advancement in the science technology was there, the microscope invention was there, where the scientists used to see the cell clearly under the microscope, and they used to see the chromosomes, the condensed chromosomes during the cell division. So he explained that the genes will get separated due to the crossing over. Genes will get separated due to the crossing over during meiosis. So that question got the answer. How the genes will get separated? Genes will get separated because of the crossing over, which is going to take place in the meiosis 1 and that too in the prophase 1. You have studied all the 5 substages of the prophase 1 in the first year. Fine. And what is the second question? Why is the difference in the recombination of different genes? There is a difference in the frequency of the separation of genes. Why is it so? For this, he answered that the genes on the chromosome, if they are located far apart, then the chances of separation is more. And if they are located close together, then the chances of separation is less. What is his answer? Difference in the frequency of recombination depends on the distance between two genes on the chromosome. Distance between two genes on the chromosome. So the frequency depends upon the distance between two genes on the chromosome. I already told you that if the distance between two genes is more, then the frequency of separation, or you can say the chances of appearance of recombination varieties are more. If it is less, then the chances of appearance of new varieties are less. Thus Mendel Morgan gave us the concept of linkage, linked genes, crossing over, recombination, X-linked genes, X-linked characters. He gave explanation for all these concepts. Now today what did we learn? We have learned the Morgan's experiment by taking two cases where in both the cases we got the different result. Because of this he was able to explain the complete linkage and incomplete linkage, that is the percentage of appearance of recombinant characters. Hope understood. Tomorrow we will discuss the next one.